Ladies and gentlemen, it is 3 a.m. and I am in a pretty good mood. It is my mother's birthday, so please send good thoughts, good vibes, and good wishes her way as we all try to enjoy this day. I am awake and your Planetary Defense Commander, which today feels like the best job in the world, even though the world is kind of wild and crazy. But we are watching the T-2 a Atlas rocket launching a Space Force satellite into space and a NASA satellite into space. The NASA satellite is really cool. It will be doing LCR, Laser Communications Relay Demonstration, whereas they're pretty much launching and testing out a new way of speed of light laser communications. The launch really needs to watch out for fog vampires, though. Because in Lost Boys, they were like, vampires, come out of the fog. And I was like, Lost Boys wouldn't lie to us, would it? But their 404 got 404'd, and so they had to push it back like an hour because of high upper winds. I'm also watching all the things that are happening and interesting across the planet. Right now we have floods in Oahu, Hawaii, and this storm also brought snow to its like 8,000 mountain peak. And we've got Baja at 958 millibars, which is a very strong storm going into Ireland. And one day, I like to stay optimistic because I've never traveled much outside of the United States of America. But one day I would really like to go parts of Europe, and I would definitely put having a pint in Ireland on the list of things to do. Yeah, it's a pretty solid storm moving through right now. And so everybody watch out, heads up, put your best Christmas defense clothes on, whatever. I don't even know what that means, man. Life is weird, things are crazy, and I'm going to continue to try to do my very best as your Planetary Defense Commander in these trying times. And, you know, Earth, we have religion, and planets kind of add mythology to everything, whether you like it or not. And so earlier tonight, if you went and saw, you could see the moon in the sky in a sliver, and you could see Venus in the sky all bright and shiny. But what you couldn't see, what was right in that little triangle, like they were all super bunched up together in the sky at the same spot, like they're all going to the same restaurant, was Pluto. I don't know, Pluto's been a heavy player in all of our energy since at least the start of 2020, or you could track it back as far to like 2012 or 2008. But I'm just saying, these are crazy days, man. And I am an optimist, and that's pretty much what I am 95% of the time that I'm here. Okay, great. Remember, I grew up with the Cold War, and also I grew up being taught that Russia and the USA teamed up and beat the Nazis, which is cool. And at some point, they got mad at each other. Anywho, relations are real tense, but Biden is a Catholic and Putin is an Orthodox, both Christians. So I'm hoping and praying they set a good example for the rest of the world going into their Zoom call today. No, this is not Biden and Putin. This is not Zoom. They didn't have Zoom back in 73 or 87. This is Reagan and Gorbachev, who, you know, got together in the White House back in the day. And when I started running around calling myself Planetary Defense Commander back in 2014, you know, and before that I started Asteroid Fight Club, but we didn't have any missions going to the moon. We didn't have any missions going to Venus. We didn't have a Space Force, and we didn't have official Space Force missions. And we didn't have official planetary defense missions. So, I don't know. At times I feel frustrated. At times I feel like, oh my wow, we have done an incredible job. And I started Asteroid Fight Club and became your Planetary Defense Commander to prevent civilization from collapsing and avoid World War III. We've done a pretty spectacular job of that. Asterisk. I mean, overall, we have prevented World War III every single day so far. And that is excellent news. The energy probably going to be feisty, though, because Jupiter is squaring Mars. Or is Mars squaring Jupiter? I don't know. Anyhow, maybe it'll be a fun dance. Probably not. Expect some tense energy. Trying to get in fights, man. Andrew Revkin. Finally, I guarantee the phrase peer review was uttered in Don't Look Up more times than in any other movie in history. And it was neat to see the NASA Planetary Defense patch pop up, and the Neo science was pretty darn good. The real thing. And so, it's cool. There's a Space Force mission happening now. Hopefully it is successful. And we had that DART mission to go see if we could perturb an asteroid. That launched and should get there in July. And so we have my birthday on the 19th, and then Space Force's birthday is the day after mine. And then we'll have the James Webb Space Telescope hopefully launching and then working on December 22nd. So, and then, the Matrix 4 comes out around there. So, and there's Christmas, man. Although I got bad news about that, man. This Asteroid Fight Club super duper level stuff I'm about to tell you. We got our third natural disaster of Uranus square Saturn situation, Act 3, happening on Christmas Eve. The first Uranus square Saturn was February 14th. We had the storm in Texas that shut the power grid down. 400 people died. The second one was June. Had the giant heat wave bubble over Canada. 1,000 people died. And the third one we will deal with is Christmas Eve. And I'm worried that it's just a natural disaster. So we don't know what it's going to be, but it could be a Christmas volcano. And so we're on the lookout because volcanoes been a huge theme. In Asteroid Fight Club, definitely since 2019, and absolutely in 2021. We literally have like a volcano advent calendar this year. And then the month started out with Samura erupting and killing people in Indonesia. So remember how back in 2019, I was like fully red alerting everything all the time, saying, man, 2020 is going to be a crazy year that changed everything. One crazy winter volcano, elevated instability season 2019. And it's just gotten more elevated and instability-ish, But we all own this together. And so now the GFS with its 16-day predictive window has us at the doorstep of what we may or may not be facing in the United States of America. There's no guarantee it's going to hit the Americas. It probably hit somewhere. Be looking out for. But this puts at least within the window. So if we get anything showing a major storm around Christmas Eve, we will take it very seriously. And if Christmas Eve passes by and there is no natural disaster, we will take that as an absolute 100,000% win. Okay? You understand me? Thank you. I have been talking about this spot, Baja California, Mexico, where we are getting 4 earthquakes every single day. The other day we got 5 of them right here. And so we saw signs before the La Palma, Canary Islands volcano eruption. And now more and more people are asking, this the day in Cio de Novembro de Sa... Oh, okay, I want to read it. But since the beginning of November, a seismic swarm has been registered off the Baja north of Angel de la Guarda Island. This was brought to us by Alejandro Mendez. And so, yeah, dude, this is a situation. I'm in Texas. And so people in California and Mexico, and I would guess even Arizona, Nevada should be watching. I mean, this is definitely a major story. My opinion, or something to watch, especially leading up to this Christmas Eve. Natural Disaster Act 3, Uranus square Saturn, number 3, that I've been talking about all year long. It's here, crazy days. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Kick-ass Kwanzaa. And whatever you celebrate. Family, friends, life. All right, Storm Bara is grazing into Ireland this morning with pressure down to 958 millibars and severe damaging winds increasing. Please stay alert. ULA is now targeting a launch time of 5:03 a.m. Eastern Time for the Atlas V rocket on the Space Force's STP-3 mission. Stone Temple pilots. You can watch live. ULA has been putting on a pretty good show. I've been watching the live show. And I'm extremely grateful today. Yeah, the Brotherhood needs to work it out and have a peaceful example for Christmas, my opinion. The rain has not stopped this morning on Oahu. Major tropical storm, says this, I guess, TikToker. Brought to us by Malika Dudley. Yeah, it's flooding in Hawaii. And it's about to be flooding in Ireland. 321 Space Coast, Florida. Heidi. For Mr. Tory Burrow, here's your space weather report, sir. You're going to like it. Check out the solar flare. Since yesterday, CMEs were not associated with flares from AR 12898 as it rotated off the western limb. For possible impact on Earth, a diffuse CME toward the end of the movie may be important. Yeah, I don't think it's anything we got to worry about. I'm not worried. You worried? Ooh, but I did find something interesting. Would you like to see what it is? The sun is like a magical mystery. And we had an M-class flare 2 days ago. And so you had a pretty intense high energy, and then the energy is super just dipped down. The sun is a mystery. And like magic, but sciencey. Right now we're back down to 1 sunspot on the sun. As solar energy fluctuates and the sun tries to wake up. Oldham weather, storm Baja, getting along. Latest wind gusts, that's 70 miles per hour in the southwest of Ireland. We're expecting to see some 40 to 50 mile per hour gusts today. Strongest gusts between 11 to 4 p.m. Our rain is ahead of schedule too. Some this morning, and then heavy rain follows from lunchtime. So we're talking Dublin to the United Kingdom, about to get wet or getting wet. See, it's like a triangle of Pluto and Venus and the moon. I swear you can feel it. Well, you can definitely feel the rain in Honolulu, or so says Noah Brower. ZDR is mostly under 1 decibel, as well as which characteristic of these warm rain events. Interesting fact. More than half of Bitcoin's current investors got in over the last 12 months. According to Grayscale, the thing you get in Game of Thrones that messes up your skin and then kills you. Wait, what? Dang, I'm going to be ending this video on a high note. You know what I do think is so cool and I'm so grateful for? That, like, I don't know how to describe, like, THORnews or its quote-unquote business model. Basically, I'm like a streaming service. And you never really know what video I'm going to put out, what I'm going to talk about, what I'm going to say. So you have a basic idea. You guys pretty much give me carte blanche to do whatever I want, whenever I want. And then hopefully I do a good enough job. You guys continue to send in contributions and donations enough for me to pay all my bills and my basics. Sometimes it gets rough, but overall, I mean, it's worked out great. You know? As long as I'm not worried about making lots of money. You know. Although one day it would be nice to make enough money to take a woman out on a date, or maybe go to the dentist. Not necessarily in those orders. Yeah, I guess I'll wrap this one up and go back to watching the launch. All right, everybody stay cool. God bless everyone. And if you'd like to contribute or donate, it would definitely be greatly appreciated. I've only got $1,148 left to raise. Sound good? Okay, great. Thank you. God bless y'all. Have a great night. And let's live long and prosper together. Peace out.